care if you're crying. It makes no difference to me.
Yeah, that sticks.
You've treated me like absolute shit this entire time. I'm 1,000 miles away from my home with a person who apparently I can't trust at all as my guide. Do you know how that feels?
Do you know anyone who talks like this, ladies, run? Any man who talks like this is such a weirdo. What a it. Styx, if you ever threw a phone at me and then tried to talk to me like this, I would you fucking face. By the way, that's not tough. I know that people go, oh, tough Guy Mersh, acting like a tough guy. No, I am not a traditionally tough guy. But Styxhexenhammer, I would smash your fucking head effortlessly. Effortlessly. I would kill you. And that's why guys like Styx and a lot of these internet nerd types, they never bow up on a guy. They never, you know what I mean? They're never tough with a guy. They'll never talk to a guy like this. No, she's not answering you because it sounds like she's blowing the blood and snot out of her nose that you caused.
How lovely. I'm so imperfect. I'm so terrible. And you're just... everything about you is perfect and divine. With your tarot cards.
So let's do the screenshots. He did a voice thing and then he goes, why don't you just talk this out with me, Sam? I'm trying to be reasonable and I know you care for me, but I will not survive another jailhouse rock. He says, look at this. What a At great hazard, and by the way, this sounds like Styx. This is the funniest, this is the most Styx thing I've ever heard in my life. At great hazard, I send you one last response to the message you left in the room. I am not cheating and won't. I didn't mean to hit you with the phone. I will never find someone as great as you. I have commanded Mom to let you stay at blank if you need. And yes, you may reside at blank. I have commanded me, Mom, to allow you entrance into Castle Tarl. My mother has the strictest instructions. She has been commanded to allow you access and passage through Castle Warwick at post haste. I've commanded my mom. Yo, when I was 25, my mom was on her fucking deathbed. She was literally, I had to fucking help pick her up and walk her to the bathroom so she wouldn't fucking piss herself. She was as frail, as weak, and as fucking, and let me tell you something. My mother at her most frail, my mother in any situation, I certainly was not commanding her to do anything. Let me tell you something. My mom did not hit me very often. I could probably count on one hand the number of times my mom's hit me in my life. And she hit me at least 3 times when I was a teenager and older. And anytime above the age of 13, right? Anytime she would hit me, my mother was hitting me and getting away with it because I was allowing it. I was allowing it because physically, I could have smacked my mom's fucking skull with one hand. But I would have never commanded my mom. Let me tell you something. Just like with any parent, and any mom and son, me and my mom had a bit of a complicated relationship at times. I would be lying if I told you I never hurt my mother. But when I hurt my mother, I hurt her feelings. I would disappoint her, or I would say something that she felt to be like, that's not my son. You know what I mean? But never in my life, ever, ever did I even imply violence with my mother. I would have never even stood over my mom and been like, I've yelled at my mom, of course. I've had some fucking drag out fights with my mother. We've said some pretty nasty shit to each other. But I've commanded Mom to let you stay at our humble abode. Commanded my mom. My mom, frail on her deathbed, still fucking put the fear of God in me. And if your mom doesn't, then your mom fucked up. He's a spoiled theater kid. This is all performance. This is all performative to him. My lawyer will push for the charge to be dropped. And the problem is that you also wrote, I didn't mean to hit you with the phone. See, here's the problem. Tarl, if that is your real name. Your lawyer can push for whatever the fuck he wants. But in your drunken state, you literally started with, I didn't mean to hit you with the phone. Now, in a domestic violence situation that's still pending, what you should have said was nothing. What you did say was, I'm sorry I hit you with the phone. Also, my charges are going to get dropped. My lawyer's on this. Like, him and Crowder should butt blast each other. And yeah, Jeremy from the Quartering hangs around Crowder and Styx. Well, these guys all have some really creepy, dark secrets, huh? I'm so glad that the women who have been disappointed in the years of dating me, women I've hurt, women I've let down, women I've been very terrible to. I am so glad that when the annals of history are written, that my ex-girlfriends can all agree on one thing. I was just a shitty boyfriend. I was just your run-of-the-mill asshole. But the more I do this for a living, the more I have to interact with these other streamers and observe them, it's the more I realize these are special kind of assholes. These aren't your run-of-the-mill, okay, I went to Vegas and I may have cheated on you kind of assholes. These aren't like the... I promised that I'd, stop doing drugs and I didn't stop doing drugs kind of thing. Like, selfish, a jerk, sure. But what is it with all these guys? Like, why are all these people so much shittier than you, Mersh? You literally sold drugs and pussy. Because I sold drugs and pussy. Everyone I ever did any business with was there voluntarily. The only thing I've ever done is be opportunistic. Oh shit, some dude's in town, he's got money, he wants a bunch of cocaine, I can make that happen, I'll set that up. Even when I wasn't selling drugs, my whole life I've been hustling. I was always a guy that if somebody said, hey man, there's this dude I'm friends with, he's a lawyer, he's in town, he's here for fucking some convention, and he was hoping to get a little blow, and blah, 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 blah. Even when I didn't sell drugs, I'd be like, what's he looking for? What kind of money is he worth? And then I'd go get you an 8-ball, and I'd make $40 off the bitch. Maybe cut it up a little bit more and steal a little bit, Do a little hustling. Yeah, that pussy was going to get sold anyway. Somebody was going to buy drugs from somebody. But, like, honestly, I genuinely think that one of the reasons why... It's one of the reasons I'm really grateful that God didn't give me everything I wanted when I wanted it. I mean, if God gave me everything I wanted when I was, let's say, 25, I would have flamed out. I would have crashed and burned and on a spectacular level. If I had gotten everything I wanted, even this late part of my life, but I didn't have all of the experience that came with who I am before I got to that, even though it took a long time for me and Royce to make any kind of a living at this, we're at an age now where, honestly, if I was like these fucking nerds just not getting pussy all these years, if I was just getting shoved in a locker, never sold drugs, and look, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to imply in any way that, I was cool before I started streaming. I wasn't cool. It's one of those issues I always bring up when these Reddit or any of the trolls in the chat will be like, Mersh telling another story from his glory days. I was at a strip club selling drugs. I was getting pussy. Okay, dude. It's never meant to imply that I was cool or tough or a pussy magnet. It's literally, I was clever. I was a high school educated, basically dropout with a GED. I was a good salesman. I'm a good talker. I'm very good. I have a very high social IQ. And I had a lot of jobs I get when I was working at the fucking customer service center with the headset on, like the corporate clip art. When I was just taking dead end jobs and I was selling furniture and it was like, I don't like this. I need to spice things up. And when I got the radio gig, even that, I was like, I love this. But now I don't make money because I was making money in radio. I only did weekends. I made like $8 an hour. It was disgusting. The long drive in my old ass car to get there, I'd break even on gas. But I got free concert tickets, and then we started going to we would go to live events and all our live remotes at strip clubs and Hooters, and you'd meet people, and you had a fucking little even if you were dead broke sleeping on your buddy's couch, you had a fucking 99X laminate or a Rock 105 laminate, and you were walking in and out backstage at concerts and shit. It made you kind of, and it was leveraging. It's what I've always. It was never about me being cool. I wasn't a cool guy. I wasn't the sexiest guy. I wasn't, you know what I mean? I'm clever. Being clever and being a little lucky can get you a long way in life. A long fucking way. So I just happened to get lucky. Leveraged the radio gig by genuinely asking my friends with more money than me, what are you doing to make extra money? Because I don't see you guys selling drugs. I don't see you guys doing anything what are you guys doing? If you're making almost the same money as me, why the fuck are you why are you guys driving nice cars and have cash? And they're like, you got to get a strip club gig. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, dude, when we're off the clock from the station, they don't care what we do. But if you go to a strip club and you say I work for 106.5 or 99X or whatever, they're going to put your name up on the marquee and they're not going to make a lick of difference. But it makes the club feel cool. It makes them feel like they have a connection to the station, and then they'll pay you. And I'm like, oh shit. I just took that gig, and then getting pussy after that was really no problem. And again, not because I'm cool, but because again, you're around pussy all day. If you can be clever and a little lucky sometimes, and you can keep leveraging your way up, it's the only reason I'm still alive. But I think I needed all that experience in life. I needed all that. I needed to be humiliated repeatedly. I needed to have every bad thing in the world happen to me enough times that I could literally run the simulation 5 times in my real life. Because I could do the wrong... I could break up with a girl and do one wrong thing after we break up. And then I learn a lesson. It's like Groundhog Day, right? You get up and then you go, oh, so the first time I did that, I fucked this up. Second time I did that, I got that part right, but the second part I fucked up. And it's like, you eventually just learn from experience. I think a lot of these guys, although Styx has no excuse, he's been watching the internet dig on people for years. He should know better. Posting all his vague shit about his relationships and stuff that people wanted to dig in more. This is nerd behavior. It's like nerd. It's Aaron Imholtish behavior. It's this like, I've never had any run-in with the legal system in my life. I didn't even know revenge porn was a thing type, like that kind of naivete that it's like, so you were just a nerd your whole life, and then you got a little bit of clout, you were a little bit cool, and you had a couple bucks in your pocket, and you just implode over it. I think I've just had enough life experience. And I think that I've honestly had so much bad shit happen to me repeatedly in life that it's like, it gives you a certain level of stoicism. You know what I mean? Sometimes life just kicks your fucking dick in. And the best thing to do is to deal with it strategically. You don't go running and fucking sending. It's just, what are you doing, man? In certain states now, your cooperation is really, we don't need it. You know, like that's, nowadays it is absolutely an automatic in a lot of places where they go, do not fucking even try, because in a DV situation, the first thing you're going to do is reach out to the significant other in the strange town you're in. Lucas, thank you. State of Florida has no contact with victim of any violent crime. That makes sense. All right. But I know the DV, they're particularly very aggressive in Florida. Look, if you're on vacation and you want to smack your wife in the face because you're drunk and you're fighting at Bike Week in Daytona, wait till you get to Georgia. Wait till you get out of here. We're not very nice with DV in Florida. So, this is all my fault. I will stay off alcohol for life. I saw alcohol yesterday and felt only disgust for it and myself. I humiliated my He was so proud of this when he was punching these out to this girl. He really thought he was running game. This is all my fault. I saw alcohol yesterday and felt only disgust for it and myself. I humiliated my family, hazarded my work, and worst of all, now you aren't beside me. I beg forgiveness and will become the man I need to be. I doubt you ever want to see me again, but if there's even a 1 in a million chance, I'll go the distance. You can reply, but I dare not say anything further, except I love you. Be safe, and I will abide by the protection. No! You stupid idiot! Listen, hey, Styx, I have your lawyer on the phone.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Yeah, it's jealousy. I need help combating the jealous.
No! He acknowledged. He admitted it. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I'm not gonna lie, I never read that far ahead. I was gonna read this on the air because I knew it was gold. I never got past I got down to the big yup, and I'm like, all right, we can make fun of that, blah, 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 we'll read that. Literally, right now, what you're doing is not abiding by the protection order. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, my God. This is worse than Aaron. He's somehow dumber than Aaron. Oh, my God. Bro. I fucking love the internet, dude. I fucking love the internet. The internet is the all me and Rice have to do is stay alive for 2 more years. And we'll be the last ones left. This is This is the most poorly handled. It's literally Aaron Imholt right now is going, I'm going to be the biggest, most embarrassing meltdown of 2024. And fucking Styx. It's like God is throwing a perfect spiral. And if you catch that ball, you're the biggest dickhead on the internet of 2024. And somehow Styxhexenhammer is going to run in front of Aaron and pick off that ball. This is unironically a win for the toe. You're going to fuck it up, Aaron. You're going to fuck this up. I know you're going to fuck this up somehow. But for now, this is hilarious. Oh my God, he said it. I will abide by the protection order. I will never deserve someone as perfect as you, and you will feel guilt for this forever. Well, that's just the video. I guess it's cut off. That's a charming looking woman. Bro, I am this even Aaron did not basically more or less during, like, as far as I know, we haven't seen anything where Aaron was talking to his ex-wife and openly admitting that he's breaking a protection order. We've not seen anything like that. This is literally Styx. By the way, I will not, look, I love you, and I know I'm violating the protection order, but I promise I won't violate it after that, or that, or that, or the other thing. Yeah, Lucas Hardar goes, I'm knowingly and willingly violating said court order in writing. Sincerely, Tarl Warwick, Crown Prince of Castle Warwick, who has commanded his mother to make the gods stand down. He lives in a child... Dude, these lived in this weird... These are people who grew up, with upper middle class parents in predominantly white neighborhoods, spoiled and indulged in everything they ever wanted. I grew up basically unattended from the age of 10 till I was of age. In the hood. Getting into hood rat shit. I just had to go out there and eat shit sandwiches. I mean, my man, how do you have no how do you have no... So what's on your mind? No, nothing, man. I'm all right. And I know some people have been in toxic relationships, and you're thinking, well, there's girls that call the cops on you, and then 2 days later, they want to love you again. Yeah, get away from those women. But even in those scenarios, even if a girl lied and said that I hit her, and the cops arrested me, if she contacted me, I would be very carefully... In my reply, I wouldn't even reply. Frankly, if I was in a situation where the girl said, oh, he beat me, and then I went to jail, and they're like, don't contact her. And I'm like, fine. The kind of crazy bitches I used to fuck with would be the types that would accuse me of that shit and then probably text me immediately after and be like, I'm so sorry I did that. I want to make this right. And you know what I would immediately be doing? I would be going to the state. And I would be going to my lawyer, and I would be going to the fucking probation or whoever, and I'd be going, look at this shit. You notice any replies? I'm not even replying to this bitch. But isn't it strange that this chick's reaching out to me? And you know what I mean? In the best case scenario, you might walk on a DV charge if you just have a little impulse control. Shut your fucking mouth. Do what the state says. Some of these, like, sometimes you're in these relationships where she hits you too, and it's toxic and it's wild, and maybe you're just the one in trouble this time. But like, you wait for her to reach out, and that's your slam dunk right there. If a bitch reaches out to you and goes, look, I was just mad at you, and I'll drop the charges because I know you would never really hurt me. Like when they start writing shit like that, and that's the kind of shit where I promise you, if you're a guy, if you get roped into that and reply to her and go, thank God, baby, I love you too. Boom, you violated. Like, the state doesn't care if you're, like, they don't care. They don't care who messaged first. She's the female, you're the male. They're always going to make you out to be the bad guy. You're always going to get the worst of it. So don't even reply. Let her blow your phone up all fucking night with guilt if she lied. Again, this doesn't apply to guys that really abuse women. I'm talking about these scenarios where you're just both kind of toxic and it gets wild, and maybe you got arrested and she had something to do with it, and she's trying to let her bother you, and then the next day you call your lawyer and you call the fucking state and you go, look at this crazy bitch saying how sorry she is. I didn't say shit back. Get my text messages, to get my records, check all my shit out. I ain't said shit to this bitch. Forest Mommy said, I've never had a toxic relationship. Well, you know what? Hi, Forest Mommy. My name's Mersh. Nice to meet you. If you ever want one, let me know. But yeah, that's to me, it's like, that's what I mean, Lucas. Document everything, say nothing. Because then you can make a case. You can go run to your lawyer now and run to the fucking court and say, yo, look, like, you said there's a protection order in place, right? I'm not supposed to contact anybody. And she's alleging I hit her. I'm alleging she's lying on me. And guess what? She contacted me, and I'm not contacting her back because I'm respecting the court. But I also want it on record that she's creating a fucking pattern of behavior that makes it look like that just frankly maybe I didn't hit her. I'm already getting texts from her apologizing to me. So, and I ain't say shit back. So we're solid. Like, and then you can actually make a case. But Styx did the exact opposite. Immediately reached out to the girl that you can't do that. The key to any of these scenarios, be fucking smart. Also, don't fuck with these bitches. Look, some of these bitches make shit up, and some of these actually hit bitches. It's up to y'all to figure out who does what, and stop fucking around. But I've noticed a theme when it comes to these Styxhexenhammers, these razor fists. Basically, they're all like PodAwful's molded his whole look on these guys. Like, there's a certain Pokemon phenotype. And 2 out of 3 right now have abused women on the record. So, I don't know. Maybe sometimes you do judge a book by its cover. Like me, I'm just a fat, old, drunk scumbag. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get my dick sucked. We'll have some drinks. We'll gamble. I'm a fucking fat old sleaze. I am what I am. But what are these other guys? You ever think about it? You ever think about the people they share a phenotype with? I share a phenotype with who? Artie Lang? That's the worst thing you got to worry about? Me maybe doing heroin in your house? I'm like Artie Lang, who just Heisman Trophy stiff-armed heroin. But it's the same phenotype. I'm like the unevolved, shitty version of that Pokemon.